See that Ninja's great is grateful. That's good. I thought you were going to be on the plane, my friend. Maybe you are. Anyway, thanks so much for being here, whether you're live or on the replay. It is a joy to have you here. We're going to talk about what we are grateful for, and then we're going to share what our intentions are for the week ahead. I'm right now coming to you from Maryland again, and I would be outside, but the weather is just so it vacillates between beautiful sunshine and really windy and lots of looking like rain's coming, but it doesn't fall. So, anyway, replay viewers, when you come in the room, please let us know, what are you grateful for? Do you have any intentions for this week? I would love to hear about them because I'll be coming back in and I'll be updating and wanting to see where I can be sharing my positive and fruitful and loving energy your way because I will be doing that throughout the week. The other thing that I'm grateful for is that I'm doing the journaling workshop live this week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And I'm grateful that I scheduled this before I knew that I'd have an EKG on Friday because I'm kind of stressed out about that. My intention is that I go through the week peacefully, even with things going on that are scary. And it's okay that things can be scary. And it's best to do those things alongside friends. So, yay, we'll be journaling this week. The theme, hilariously and synchronistically, is about trust. So, I can't think of much that's more perfect than that. Hello, good to see you. Oh, you're heading to the airport. Well, good, Ninja. I hope you get there safely. Where the Kites Land is one of my new friends. Yay! Hi, Where the Kites Land. Recently got to 500 followers. I'm thrilled for you. And I'm glad to have you live. What are you grateful for today? Hi, K and Row Hiking Happens. K and Row Hiking. Are you on trail today, K and Row? Or are you at home? And Sassy Granny, hi, so glad you're here. I would love to hear what you're grateful for. So I was already spilling some of my gratitudes. I would love to hear some of yours. I have my pen, so perhaps I will write some down. What are you grateful for? So I'm grateful that I scheduled something this week to keep my mind occupied. Because on Friday I'm getting an EKG, just standard procedure before a procedure here. You're at home making lunch. Well, that's fabulous. I bet it's going to be delicious. I basically just finished up a late breakfast, which was spinach and tuna, which is like tuna and little spinach rolls that I make. That's it. Tuna, no mayo, and spinach, the straight leaves. So trying to keep with the antifungal diet. It's actually really tasty. I'm grateful to be here where I am. I'm very excited. I'm grateful that tomorrow I'm going to be meeting up with our dear friend teacher Kelly Tag, which will be very fun. We're going to, she has some stuff planned. We're going to come here because there's a swimming pool outside, but we don't think the weather will be good enough for swimming. So we might do that later this week. We'll have to see. Sassy Granny says, oh, it's Sassy Granny Vlogs, that I'm not in really, really bad pain today. Oh, that's very good. Very good, Sassy Granny Vlogs. And I hope that if there is pain, it won't be unbearable. And yeah, that's rough. And Where the Kites Land says thank you. Grateful for so much. You have sun in the UK and warmth. And you've taken much of the day off to enjoy it. That's fantastic. It's so great when you can do that. It's so great when you have freedom in your life so you can say, I'm going to enjoy the sun. The sun is out. The sun is out. So I'm going to enjoy the sun. That's awesome when we can do that. So, hey, good to see you, Jason. Jason, there's at Okies Eden. If you don't follow him, he's an incredible human. He's very supportive to creators like us. So if you don't follow him, I hope that you will. He's really amazing. Okay, sassy. See, I'm Granny also. I'm Granny Julie. Right now I'm house sitting and pet sitting, and I call myself Granny Julie to all the pets that I pet sit. And I'm Granny to my grandchildren. I'm just plain old Granny. But to other children who aren't my grandchildren, I also introduce myself as Granny Julie. So I get it with the granny thing. And Where the Kites Land says we're obsessed with the weather in the UK because it usually rains. Yes, I can understand that. I can understand that. So, what else are we grateful for? Anyone else care to put the gratitudes in the comments would be wonderful. It could be one gratitude. I just like to kind of season my life with gratitude. I'm one of these people who says thank you like all day throughout the day. Usually I'll say something like thank you, God, or just thank you. And it's amazing how that energizes things when you can say thank you. Thank you that I didn't lose my glasses today. That's what my regular do because I take them off so much, and it makes it much easier to read the screen. Uh, Thank you for having my friend, Teacher Kelly Tag, YouTuber, be flexible with our schedule. So we've gone back and forth about when we're going to meet up, and it's so nice that she's flexible. I love being flexible. I love flexibility. It's the flexibility that comes with freedom, the freedom that comes with being flexible. It's right on. Um, Intentions. So usually we do gratitudes and then intentions. So if you're just popping in for a second, if you want to pop either of those in here, that'd be great. If you don't want to say anything, that's fine too. Because with being flexible, with being grateful, it's nice to just let people be. Also, if you could, be great if you would like this video, that would make my day also. We hang out here for about a half hour. So anytime, if you need to pop out and pop in, that's great. Um, so yeah, where the kites land says, I try to remember and be, I'm grateful that we have 100% of what we need and 80% of what we want. Isn't that fantastic? That's fantastic. I'm grateful. This is a great gratitude towards myself. I know that sounds strange, but this morning I went out for my morning walk. It was the first thing I did this morning, and I was resisting it like crazy. In my head, it was saying, I don't want to go for a walk. I don't want to go for a walk. Why does it matter if I go for a walk? And I was like, young lady, you put your shoes on, you tie up your laces, and you get out that door right now. So I got downstairs, I took care of the doggy, first priority, just like if I had a toddler. And then I went out and I walked. I am grateful that I resisted the urge to not walk because, as some of you know, I'm under stress right now, or more stress than usual. And so the impulse is to just forget all the good stuff that I've been doing with my health and just say, what does it matter? It does matter. It especially matters. It especially matters. So the fact that I went out walking, that I've been doing some of my other fun things around the house, that I have the journaling to look forward to tonight, that I have all of you that I'm looked forward to today. I'm so glad that you're here with me on this live stream. This is what makes life happier and better. So I thank each and all of you who is here and who will be here on the replay later. Thank you so much. You have no idea the positive impact presence has in other people's lives. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for all the videos I watched this morning. I caught up on some of my favorite creators' videos, and that was really fun. And I've been meeting new people, and that's really fun. And I'm grateful for all of that. I'm grateful for the books I've been reading. I'm trying to think what I read. Oh, I read Dolly All the Time, which is by Annabelle Monaghan. If you're looking for a fun romance, late 30s, early 40s heroine romance, I would call it fake dating romance turns into deep love romance. Good one. Dolly All the Time by Annabelle Monaghan. Read that really fast. Holiday Romance by Catherine Walsh. I'm listening and reading, slower going but good. I'm also reading a book called Mona's. It's over on the table. I'll do a report on that because I'm reading that I'm reading a chapter a day for a year, but it presents different works of art. So last week it was Venus and the Three Graces. This week it's Mona Lisa. And so this little girl and her grandpa are going to visit major works of art one a week. And so I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I followed along and did one a week and get to learn about these works of art? And so Venus and the Three Graces is by Botticelli. I learned some more about that piece than I have ever known. I know quite a bit about Mona Lisa because some of you know that I teach writing in college classes sometimes. And so in my little spiel that I give teaching writing, I talk about the Mona Lisa. So I know a lot about the Mona Lisa and I'm looking forward to getting more in depth with it. So health really does matter where the kites land. Absolutely, it matters. And to keep it up and to not let resistance win. Not let resistance win is really important for me as well. You're welcome, Jason slash Okies Eden. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, let's see. Take a deep breath. I'm grateful my lungs work. Really, everything's gratitude. I'm grateful I took a shower. When I saw my video for this morning, my if you don't know, I have this series called Morning Walk Diaries. My hair looked terrible. And it makes sense. It was the first thing in the morning. And I washed it because it looked so bad. Hey, Cindy, you're here. Cindy, California Life Adventures. She's my dear friend, another Californian, but we actually met here on YouTube. I love how that happens. What are you grateful for today? I shared a whole bunch of things already, but I'll say I'm grateful for my books. I'm grateful for libraries. I'm grateful for libraries used book sales, which is where I got a whole bunch of stuff. I started a video featuring the books that I got because I'm using them in art. So I'm making art and making art journaling, which will be on the journaling stream that I do tonight. We probably won't talk about art journaling tonight, but I will make a reference to it. Thank you so much for 7 of you who like this video. I'm so grateful. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Yeah, so my intention, oftentimes when I look at intention, I look at it from 3 different perspectives. I look at my intention for who do I want to be? So how do I want to feel when I walk into a room? This is going to sound really woo woo, but that's okay. When I walk into a room, what kind of energy do I want to bring with me? And I realized as I called for a deep breath there that sometimes my energy comes across in my speech, which was really fast there. It did not sound peaceful. It was, in the old days, I would have written in my notes, pressured speech. Julie is showing pressured speech. So when we slow it down, it helps us to bring some of that peace and calm. So, Cindy, it's great to see you here. I'm grateful that you're spending some time with us today. It's always a delight to see you. And Cindy, she lives in the greater Los Angeles area where jacarandas are blooming. And I was looking at my video or my photos from 2021, and I was hugging jacaranda in Los Angeles on this day, 5 years ago. Wow, that's amazing. Jacaranda is a beautiful tree that when it blooms in the spring, it has a beautiful purple blossom. And then they have a second bloom sometimes, a beautiful purple blossom. And the reason that I know that so clearly is because it may have been in 2021. I always have to think back. Was it before? No, it wasn't. It was earlier. It was in 2015. In 2015, I was walking in Pasadena, and it was either in September or October, and I saw jacaranda blossoms. And I was like, why is the jacaranda blossoming? Well, I learned as I've been studying trees, as I've been writing my tree hugging book, which I'm grateful to be working on that, by the way, that jacaranda have a second bloom, not always. And also that Kate Stebbins was the one responsible for really making jacaranda a popular tree in California. She is a San Diegan. See, I know a lot of stuff about a lot of really ridiculous topics. So if any of you need a trivia partner, call me. I'm happy to help. Um, Kate Stebbins was also friends with Alice Eastwood, who was a naturalist who lived in the Bay Area. And what she is most famous of, and there's actually quite a few children's books that show Alice Eastwood rescuing seeds and plant, um, what do they call them when you pick some plant specimens from the Institute of Science in San Francisco when the earthquake happened and the fires were raging in 1906. The stairways had been knocked out, and Alice Eastwood climbed back up to get those specimens because, some of us women are very passionate about such things. There we go. Gratitude and intention. Do any of you have any questions about anything? Or if you want to all talk to each other, that's fine. I wish there was some way that I could see who was here from moment to moment, but YouTube doesn't necessarily show that, um, which is too bad because then I could know who I could interact with and who I could engage with. All I know is 9 people are here live, and I'm not sure which 9 of you are live. And sometimes when I watch live streams, like not necessarily sitting with my phone just waiting to talk, or on my computer. Sometimes I'm up and around and doing things. So oftentimes I watch live streams while I'm eating breakfast. So I'm eating breakfast. I'm not tappity tappity. So all right. Let's see. Any exciting news anyone would like to share? Something that definitely fits in with what we're doing around here. I would say thank you for those 11 likes. Um, some great news around here is that I had the 900 celebration last week, and now I believe I'm up to 917 subscribers already. Yeah, because it was last Wednesday and today's Monday. So, yeah, I think I have 917, which is remarkable. And I want to thank all the new subscribers. I'm so glad that you're here to share this time. And now I'm really working on watch hours. And one of the ways I'm doing that, as I've said before, is during doing the journaling live stream tonight. So I'm hopeful that people show up for that. I'm going to be doing that 5 days this week, in addition to my normal lives. So if you're used to showing up on Mondays, Thursdays, and this Friday is my last 8:30 a.m. live, um, on the porch, which will hopefully be out here on the patio. And that will be right before my EKG, so that'll actually be fun. That'll be fun for me if you're able to show up Friday morning. But otherwise, I'm just glad, I'm grateful that I'm connecting with new people here on YouTube. And I'm grateful that you all helped me to slow my voice down from all that too fast speaking. Okay. We will give it we've been here for 17 minutes. Normally I go for 13 more. So we'll see. I'm also grateful. So if any of you follow me on Instagram, something I did kind of funny today. I used to greet people in Instagram stories every day. I would say good morning and I would say something, share a quote, or just talk about everyday life, give encouragement and inspiration. And so today I went on there and I decided to use a filter because I used to love using Snapchat filters. And the filter was ridiculous in that I looked like at least 20 years younger. It's always fine, but I'm perfectly happy with my age. And I had freckles and yeah, it was crazy. And so I talked about that on the very short little greeting that I gave over there. But sometimes it's fun. I said I'm having a Snapchat flashback. I used to love all Snapchat's filters. As an actor, they gave me so much fun, so much to work with. So, Cindy, how's the weather in California if you're by your device? I'm curious how it is out there. I just talked to my friend in the Bay Area, and they said that it was really nice out there right now. And that the Central Valley, they were in Tracy, headed to Stockton, and they said that it was super hot and just the sun in the Central Valley just bears down like a fire. And the Central Valley is where my family is in Bakersfield. Another thing, if you are a praying kind of person, one of my daughters, I don't want to give her name, but one of my daughters has a chronic disease and it's really rough right now. And because of her situation, she's not taking medicine or she doesn't want to take medicine. She's taking medicine for Crohn's because that's the disease. But she's not taking other medicine and she's really having a hard time. If you could keep her in your prayers, I would appreciate it, especially since I'm far away from all my kids right now here in Maryland. I'm not close to any of them, and that's really hard. Although my son is coming out here to Maryland for when I go through my procedure on the 10th of July. So I'm really glad that he's able to do that, able and willing. So it'll be different having my son as my caregiver. But I'm really excited. I mean, that's really cool. That's really cool that he's willing to do that. Hopefully he's not watching or he might take that away. Just kidding. I don't think he's watching and I don't think he would take it away. Okay, gonna take a couple more deep breaths. Welcome for people who are just joining us. Always so glad to see all of you. We have 10 more minutes to go. I was trying to get it to half an hour, even when it's quiet. Sometimes I'm really grateful for the quietness too. Hello, hello. What are you grateful for? Oh, Catherine, I didn't see you. Cheryl's here. I didn't y'all know all y'all were here and I didn't even know you were here. You're probably saying, what is Julie doing? You're talking, I wouldn't know it. Trivia question. Who sang at 17? I know. Janice Ian. Janice Ian. Hi, Robin. Good to see you. Hello, Priscilla. Oh my goodness. Yes, now I'm seeing it. So thank you. 7 minutes with Cheryl. Y'all have been chatting, and I'm like, there's nobody talking. And CL, thank you. CL, I was on your channel this morning having a great time, by the way. I would say at Building a Legacy Farm, that's Priscilla. Priscilla is asking great questions every day on her community. So I hope that you'll look her up. And she's doing daily live streams. And even if you can't attend her live streams, you could always look at the questions on her community because they're really thought they really evoke thoughts. Also, who can tell me? Who can tell me who sang at 17? At 17, do we know? I know. And I talked to Kay and Row about this last week after their last video. If you want to see how beautiful how beautiful New Jersey is, go see. Thank you for hitting the like button, Inch. Go check out K and Row Hiking Happens most recent video. You can see them right there. See, it says K Row Hiking Happens. Um, you can press on their name and it will take you to a place where you can go to their channel. So it's wonderful. Okay, Cindy, and I missed it somehow. I'm grateful for oatmeal. I made oatmeal with water, cinnamon, and 1 tablespoon of honey. Oh, added milk. Oh, grateful. It tasted good. You didn't have any brown sugar. So I have to tell you that with my oatmeal, I usually use brown sugar and cinnamon. So I'm glad I can see the comments now. Yes, Catherine, you do need to do a live soon. What can we do to encourage you? It would make me so grateful if you were able to, if you're able to do a live. If you want to do a double live or do a live with me, I'm happy to do that with you. I'm updating my moderators. One of the things that's good to make the people who follow you and who you have a contact with is to make them moderators because when you make them moderators, then they can network with each other. And that's part of the fun. Did I say it? Did I say that? Oh, I said Janician. Did I say Janician? Yeah. Yeah. That's right. There's one song. I was in the 7th grade, I think, when that album came out. I can picture it. I don't know if the album was called at 17, but she's wearing a hat and it's like sunset behind her. And there's a song where she says, I'm leaving at night, I'm leaving at lie, I'm leaving at something. When you waken, I'll be gone. Like, I would not beg for me, so I would not beg for you. But I'd like to be the one to see you through. I could go on with more of the lyrics. It's ridiculous that I can remember those lyrics. But my science teacher in 7th grade, I won't say his name. Last I knew, I saw him on Facebook. It was kind of shocking. But if he was teaching this day and age, he would never get away with the stuff he did with the young girls. Let me just say that. But Mr. Crigliano, there I said his name, Mr. Crigliano gave us the lyrics to that song and said that this song is for you. He was all melodramatic. He was probably super young. And now that I look back, he's probably very young. But Janice Ian is an amazing songwriter, and she still is around. I think she's on Facebook. She's a great, great, great writer. Priscilla loves cinnamon and brown sugar with your oatmeal too. That's good. It's very good. I also like cranberries, dried cranberries. Also, I really love to do that. But I've really been working on my nutrition lately. So I don't know if Cheryl's still here, but Cheryl, we I had for breakfast today spinach and tuna. So I know that sounds strange, but I had spinach leaves and I put tuna, kind of like I do with my romaine lettuce sandwiches. And that was really, really good. Hi, Grant. How's it going? So good to see you. I'm glad that you're joining us. We're talking about gratitude and intention. So if anyone would like to share their intention and their gratitude and or the gratitude, that's wonderful. Um, let's see. So Ninja's driving. That's cool. Peanut butter and oatmeal or porridge. Where the kites land, they are in the UK. So I've never had peanut butter in my oatmeal. My mother would have put a, a thumbprint of approval on that one. During Lent, my mother would give up peanut butter because she loved peanut butter. She was a big one for taking out a spoon and just eating peanut butter plain. So there you go. Family secrets. Mom is no longer here. Mom, I hope that's okay. So I'm so grateful that each of you are here. I'm so grateful for our time together on Mondays. We're here every Monday at 12:30 Eastern. I'm not sure how it translates into the various time zones, but it's always good. And here comes Grant, who says, I'm grateful, thankful for each day God blesses you. Yes. Intend to protect my peace. I've been talking about peace today too, Grant. We're on the same framework today. Cheryl says, I don't remember any of my teachers except Mrs. Rhodes, fourth grade. It's like a hit on the hand with a ruler for forgetting your signed report card. Mrs. Rhodes did that, Cheryl? Wow. Was that a public school? That sounds really terrible. My kindergarten teacher's name was Miss Wick. I call her Miss Ick. She was awful. Miss Ick was awful, and she didn't like me. She didn't like me. I come from a family of 6 kids, so a larger family. Well, except back then, that was just normal. I mean, families of 7, 5, 6, 4 were more common than families of 1 or 2. Um, yeah, it sounds terrible. But Miss Wick, otherwise known as Miss Ick, did not like me because I'm not at all like my sister. I was really sweet and quiet and shy and nervous. Some things don't change. Uh, but my sister was very feisty. And for some reason, it was better in Miss Wick's eyes to be feisty than be quiet. Yeah. 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 It probably was. Grant said, wow, Cheryl, that was that was a problem towards the end of allowing something like that in schools, yeah. I'm not sure when they no longer allowed it. Hey, we have 12 people and we have 12 likes. That's fantastic. Um, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of you who's here. Oh, yes, bloom where you have been planted. That is a great quote, Grant. Thank you for that one. I saw a quote yesterday that really spoke to me. That's Grant speaking. Bloom where you have been planted. So I always took that to mean that wherever you are, choose to thrive. Choose to do your best. So, because sometimes, like I spent how many years in Bakersfield, California, not a place I would have chosen to be. And yet I built a life that was pretty darn good there. And I was not a YouTube, well, I was a YouTuber, but I didn't really work my channel. But people would say, you live in Bakersfield. I never knew that Bakersfield had so many cool things in it. And that's because I seek really fun, wonderful things. Oh, you remember, and Cheryl. Cheryl's back with more. I remember one more teacher from your gym class, your favorite subject. Did you love gym class? Let's see if I can remember any gym teachers. I can't remember any gym teachers' names. Oh, yes, I can. Mr. Sanfilippo. Mr. Sanfilippo was the elementary school gym teacher, the second one. And I probably remember Mr. Sanfilippo because he was handsome. Yeah, I remember a lot of teachers. It's kind of ridiculous. And like I said earlier, I will be on anyone's trivia team who needs someone to knows a lot about geography and women's history, like ridiculous things about women's history or otherwise 19th century American history, especially in literature. I know that's really specific. What trivia topic would be your favorite? That's a good question, actually. What is a trivia topic that you would just excel at? Excel at ridiculously well, because I know that we all have them. Some of us have more than one, and some of us have quirkier ones. But I know that when we actually played Trivial Pursuit, geography was my category. Um, my best sub topic in geography is the continent of Africa, because I am, surprisingly to some of you perhaps, an Africanist. So I know a lot about the continent of Africa, especially up until the 80s. Not so much anymore. Cheryl, I'll be on your team. Bodybuilders, the PE teachers. I remember when I went to high school in Glen Ridge, New Jersey. You do well with the original Star Trek. So Um, Captain Kirk, what is his name? The actor. I can't believe I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I saw the gentleman who played Captain Kirk. Anybody, sorry you don't know the name. Um, I can picture him. William Shatner. I saw William Shatner. Yeah, William Shatner was filming T.J. Booker when I was living in Hollywood. And so I saw him in his very dramatic self. I think it was T.J. Hooker, T.J. Booker, T.J. some cop show. I also saw Michael Landon and his co-star Victor French. I don't know if that's a character in Little House or if that's the actor's name, but I saw them. They also filmed very close to where I was working, and I had a very brief moment of meaningful eye contact with William Shatner. Of course, I was 22 years old then, so it's quite a bit different. He talks through a song instead of singing. I didn't even know he tried to sing. Ninja says he knows 80s country music. Well, that's fabulous. I don't know if it's true, but I heard some bad stuff about the man who's married to Trisha Yearwood, another name, Garth Brooks. I heard some bad gossip about him yesterday. So Garth Brooks was he was in the 80s, wasn't he? Was he before the 90s? I don't even know. Trisha Yearwood, I'm quite good at singing her songs in karaoke. I didn't know that Shatner had a singing career. Look at all we're learning. Look at all that we're learning, y'all. We're learning about weather in the UK. We're learning about gratitude. We're learning about William Shatner more than we needed to know. Yeah. But no Michael Landon fans out there. Shatner invented rap. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so funny. No, but when I was a little girl, the original Star Trek, I thought, of course, that William Shatner was very handsome. Hey, William Shatner, if I didn't know his name, I thought that he was Captain Kirk when I was a kid. Captain Kirk, Mr. Sanfilippo, all these men that were way too old that I thought were fabulous. I've never heard William Shatner sing, or rap. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sure it's out there. And my hands smell like bleach because I was working out there on the pool because, I'm a multifaceted house slash dog sitter. Yes, well-rounded people. Yeah. Okay, so we're over time. I'll give it about 2 more minutes if anyone else wants to pop in on what trivia you know a lot of. That would be funny. And I just would like to say I would be thrilled and happy to play trivia with any of y'all. I'm really grateful for the new people who are here. Garth has the number one country song of all time. That's a good bit of trivia. What is that song, Ninj? What is the number one country song of all time? I'm trying to think what. Thunder Road is what I think. I think I bought that album for my foster daughter. Thunder Road. We had two Garth Brooks albums slash cassettes back in the day. You guys are too funny. See, Cindy's piping in. I didn't know. None of us knew this. Did you have a crush on him, Cindy? The other show that you really used to like that was space related was Lost in Space. Lost in Space. Oh, Friends in Low Places. I thought that. I have sung that in many bars. That's a favorite karaoke song that everyone sings with. Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I try to make these fun. And sometimes when I can't even see the comments, and I'm really glad that I finally thought to look. And yes, indeed, you were here chatting away, having a great time, and I didn't know. But it was really great to have some new folks here, some first timers. Where the Kites Lands, first timer. Priscilla was here before, building a legacy farm. Has been a second timer. Cindy has been around for a long time, but being on the West Coast doesn't always get to come live. Oh, you've seen Garth twice. Catherine, that's cool. But have you seen Trisha Yearwood? I love Trisha Yearwood, so I was pretty disturbed if Garth did what I heard, but who knows? Who knows? Trisha Yearwood's awesome. I sing her in karaoke. We have a similar vocal range. Oh, you saw him in concert. Isn't it interesting how we're not the same people we were? So that's good news. Danger Will Robinson. Yes, that is. That's the robot. Danger. That's me impersonating the robot. My favorite on there, okay, so my favorite character on there was Penny, who was played by Angela Cartwright. The reason I love Angela Cartwright so much, hello, Sound of Music. She played Louisa, Brigitte, she played Brigitte because Marta was right before Gretel. My daughter Catherine played Gretel. So wholesomeness, wholesomeness. Thank you all for being Battlestar Galactica and Buck. Look at all this, y'all. We'd be great if we were collectively talking about space television. Okay. Thank you so much for being here and enjoying this and country music. Clearly, we know more about country music and William Shatner's singing career than I ever would have expected. So, thank you for yeah. See how I'm so glad. So yes, Ro and I, we have Sound of Music down. I could talk about Sound of Music till the end of time. It's kind of ridiculous. So, all right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next Monday, hopefully, or come back Thursday, 4:30 for poetry. Or if you like journaling, or if you know people who might like to try journaling, learn all about it, practice it for the next 5 days at 8 o'clock Eastern. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you around. Thanks for your support always.